Hi, I'm Empress Rose, and welcome to the Chariot, our first object of the Major Arcana. So, the Chariot, movement, victory. This is a boost from the universe. It always reminds me of Mario Kart when you kind of get that boost and you go a little turbo here. This is like you hitch a ride where you thought you were going to have to walk the whole way. Or you get to fly instead of drive. And then we have these sphinxes here, sort of this mystery coming together, these mysterious forces creating a coalition to move you forward. So the Chariot. On our Kabbalah Tree of Life, the Chariot is over here on the harsher side between Bina and Gevura. And so it's sort of like getting a ride over some rocky ground. There's unintended consequences, but you're getting this sort of champion on the hard path, over a difficult part. You kind of get to like skip over some really difficult part here. So let's see here. So everything gets moving in sync. Everything starts moving forward. So we have sort of the city back here. We have some books call this a sword, but I clearly see a wand, and I clearly see this as more of a King of Wands energy or the Six of Wands energy. There's a lot of wand energy here as far as getting that movement and that inspiration. It comes after the Lover's card. So in the Lover's card, we were asked to make a choice. Now that we've made a clear choice, there's almost like this wind at our back that comes through and helps push us along. Like, okay, we chose the road less traveled. Oh, and it had some unexpected bumps. Well, we've got the wind at our back. We've got, Providence shining down on us. We've got things coming together and actually working out. So we're taking sort of that passion that we discovered in the Lovers, and we're really able to move forward. We've got direction now, and we've got focus. We've got things kind of coming together. Our motor's working. We don't have to like keep pushing the Scirocco down the hill. The clutch gets popped and off we go. So in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, they talk about vanquished obstacles, victory, winning an election, they actually say, which you can totally see here with as far as this coalition of opposites. This reminds me of like the steel workers and Greenpeace creating a coalition to shut down the WTO in Seattle in 1999, right? These kind of odd coalitions that kind of come together that help create movement, that create a larger movement. We can talk politically, I guess, create a larger movement when all these sort of very opposite groups start coming together and can agree on, well, with this, yes, we agree that this is terrible. We do not like this. So in the Golden, I like this one. This one has this sense, like, look at this big concrete structure here. We have, again, the opposites, and we're going to see that in just about every card here. The opposites creating a coalition, finally moving together, all these energies kind of coming and moving together. There should be a car tarot, there probably is, where we've got, our spark plugs are all working and all cylinders are firing in sync and going really well. But this one, for some reason, when I see this, I see log jam busting through. Like, okay, we kind of had some blockages, and the blockages are being removed, and we're able to actually move what seems immovable here. So we also have here a female charioteer, which predates the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and is a much more older reading of who that charioteer is a woman here. So we again have some sort of sense of destiny. We have a family crest here, so some sort of sense of destiny coming in and giving you this boost. Yeah, and there's a sense of a coalition and the victory of working with others. Again, we get the opposites. We get everything sort of coming together. These stars representing some sort of destined path through life, the blessings of the gods to move forward and to move in this direction, and things that you did not think were going to work out, especially when you're making the decision on the Lover's card, when you're trying to pick which path to go on. the one that makes sense or the one that kind of doesn't make sense. This would be like, we took the one that doesn't make sense, but everything just kind of came together. This would be like Romeo and Juliet's families, like actually like agreeing and you know, planning a wedding together or something like that. That would be what happens in this Chariot card. So the opposites, the swift movement, the flow, the working together, the coalition of normally opposing forces coming together to create movement. Now we come to, I think this is possibly one of my favorites. The energy here is just so palpable. We also, and you know, it's the Chariot. We have this sort of Ben-Hur energy of this whole Chariot race, and this leadership that you, the querent, can provide here is this leadership, this direction, and getting all of these wild sort of souls kind of moving in the same direction, right? We know that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Well, this is some sort of like cosmic sense of leadership coming in, and you are going to be able to you're going to be able to lead this variety of horses in a variety of moods and temperaments, all to water, and they're all going to drink. You have that leadership. This is more of a natural leader. Like the emperor was put in charge. They're supposed to be in charge. Everybody knows they have, you know, an office with their plaques, and everybody knows who they are, their names on the website. This is the energetic leader of the group. This is someone that actually gets people going. So we see more a King of Wands here, leadership, inspired leadership, where, you know, a variety of people are willing to follow that person, right? So that's one way coalitions are built, is that all the parties like this one person, and they're all willing to listen to that one person. So that's you here. And so it can be a group activity and you taking some sort of energetic leadership of the group, or it could also be you just the different parts of your life kind of coming together to create a sense of movement. Like you've got your financials in order, and the apartment shows up, and you're able to move into that and create that movement. It can also literally be, the Chariot can also literally be cars, trips, any kind of movement like that. So there's also this sense of willpower and determination here. Like all of this energy, she's a lightning rod for the energy, and she's channeling this intense energy into some sort of practical movement. So this is like the magician, the same sense of as above, so below, bringing that energy and that dream. But the magician is sort of really early on in the process, kind of doing the prep work. This is really plating it and getting it out there, and having the whole like wait staff working together. And you've got the customers, a variety of people, cross section of humanity there, and they're all getting served. And the whole kitchen team is working together and moving something actually forward out of the kitchen and onto the tables. So I was not expecting to do that metaphor with this card at all. But the cosmos, this power, this steady hand of leadership among wild, disparate energies flowing. So being able to really be in that flow here and able to direct the energies. We also have, I love this one too, the Santa Muerte deck. This has a time machine idea. So this one, we're tapping more into the quick movement. You thought you were going to have to walk, but you end up hitching a ride with the universe. The universe provides this ride. And there's a sense of, we have sort of this sense of a big sort of benevolent energy back here, providing you a little bit of boost, a little bit of push. Like when you're first learning to ride a bike, and they kind of push you to get the movement, and then you're like, so a little bit of push from the universe. There's also sort of this, it looks like a wedding here. We've got bridesmaids. There's a sense of ceremony here. The path is cleared. Your chariot awaits. There's abundant support for whatever project that you want to do right now. So this has more about the quick movement over rough ground. You get a little time machine here. You get to move forward very fast. And then we have this one, takes a totally opposite thing. Mystical Moments has a snail. And this is more talking about needing to focus those energies. We get a hint of that in this one focused energy in a single direction. And this has focused energy, and it may actually be a little bit difficult, and it may be slow going. I tend to see this as the destination where you're going. You have a destination, and it's going to take a lot of focus to stay on track to get there. So this is more talking about focus needed, determination needed. Right here we've got the energy, that boost of energy for determination. Here we have just the slog of determination and needing to stick with something in order to get there. And the work, this more taps into the work of getting the coalition together, of getting the movement together, and people growing together, and very different entities coming together to move in a similar direction. But they're similar enough that they can work together. And I love this one too, the apparition deck. We have sort of, this is my Ganas card, the energy to win. But this is a lot of energy and a lot of power. And if you can control it, if you can be the lightning rod and channel it productively, as we see in this card, the channeling it productively, you can get very far. If you don't channel the energies productively, if you don't get all these different parts moving together, you're going to get bucked off. You're going to get, there's going to be kind of a mess. You're going to get electrocuted. You're going to get shocked by the energy. So there's a sense of, yes, passion, direction, and needing to really direct that passion and really focus that passion. So we've got definitely a sense of focus coming in on a lot of these cards, focusing your energy and focusing your direction, and needing to kind of take charge, maybe even of your own energy and focus that, or of a group's energy and help focus that. So similar other cards in the Minor Arcana would be the Six of Wands and the King of Wands, providing leadership with a lot of energy. You know, the horse is wanting to follow you to water, and the horse is wanting to actually drink once they get there because of charismatic leadership. In the reverse, I would say we have either no movement, no cooperation, leadership vacuum. Maybe this can create petty disputes. You can have a leader in name, but still have a leadership vacuum. A leader that's, you know, not able to channel this energy, not able to channel and focus the group on the project, but a leader that's right down with them, you know, just another horse here, and not necessarily the charioteer. We don't have our champion Ben-Hur here. We would have, you know, someone who's incompetent, doesn't understand leadership at all. The team allows the team to be in disarray, right? This group of horses not doing this. This is a stampede, not a focused race, right? This is panic, and the team would be in disarray without her guidance and leadership. So there can also be a sense here in the reverse, Chariot in reverse, of sort of being broken down on the side of the road. If we're talking about our trip to Arches National Park, we've broken down. We've got spark plug problems. Our cylinders aren't working properly. We maybe ran out of oil. There's just not, the gears are jammed, and we're not going to be able to move or go anywhere right now. If this showed up in like advice, this would definitely be like, don't, in the reverse, in sort of what to do here, it would definitely be don't go forward, do not move forward. The parts aren't, nothing's come together. So don't try to force this to work, because you're just going to break it. Like if we're thinking about a car that's actually run out of oil, if you're trying to force it to work, you're just going to freeze up your motor and create more problems for you. So this can be scattered energies, delays, just things not coming together and things not working and not being able to make them work. So I think that's our Chariot here, this boost from the universe, everything moving in sync, the champion charioteer on a difficult path with a lot of difficult energies, bringing them all together and getting them in sync, and that kind of inspired leadership. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you.